morning, amigos Azteca Gio. Aquí yo con mi hijo que acaba de llegar, porque ayer se fue luego y ahorita pues ya se va a pellizcar también. Y nomás vino a saludarme y espero que estén muy bien.
No. ¿Vamos a traer un cafecito más?
Sí, por favor.
Ok, no.
Pero no estoy viendo, ¿sí?
Ya, fíjate todo el...
Si a mí me gusta que esté reflujeando. Sí, que me queme la garganta. Al atole me la tomó hirviendo. Todo, desde chiquilla no fui delicada yo.
Tú eres una dama.
Cuando veníamos acá para Estados Unidos, y yo tenía un hambral y no les decía nada. Y mi papá allí en Caléxico, allí nos llevaba a comer. Y allá porque entrábamos allí por Mexicali.
¿Ya está?
Ya no, otro poquito de café. Ya están agarrados por el café. Porque esto ayuda.
¿Cómo?
El café. Antes yo compraba café de grano. Sí, compraba de uno que se llama Folgis, pero es para ponerse a la olla.
Oh.
Pero el padre no quería y ya yo después pues ya se le echaba las macetas. Pues así se le hace en mi tierra.
¿Cómo? ¿Tu tierra, no?
Y cuando
Good morning, everybody. How's it going? All right, we got Victor. You're number one today, Victor. Dice Don Ramón de El Chavo del Ocho. Good morning, Bruce. How's it going? Madre, ¿quieres que te le eche azúcar al tuyo, ma?
Sí, pues, pero ya tengo azúcar moreno.
¿O pues no?
Ese es el blanco para cuando... Sí, pues es lo mismo. Nomás no tanto porque nos hace daño.
¿Sí, no?
Ay, pues es mucho.
Eso es lo mío, si quieres.
Cuando tú me lo haces, nomás poquito.
Buenos días, bro. And that's for Mataoy.
Ten, ponle el que quieras tú para ti.
Ya con eso tiene también, pues.
Sí.
No me gusta tanto el azúcar tampoco. Sugar is very bad for you. Don Ramón de San Francisco.
A los que se llaman Ramón, les decimos de cariño Mon o Monchis y es porque uno lo quiere apreciar.
Good morning.
Es como yo soy abuela.
¿Es Suma?
Y a mí me cae muy gordimples que me digan abuela. A mí que me tienen que decir abuelita porque le limpié el sieso a mis nietos y luego ahora me salgan con abuela. Tengan su cachucha monos para que parezcan soldados.
Yeah.
Y yo les digo, no me anden diciendo abuela, soy su abuelita.
Abuelita. My mom says that it's very rude to, for those of you that are Mexican, to be calling your grandma abuela, okay? That's very, my mom doesn't like it.
Yo a ustedes los enseñé que le dijeran a mi mamá fulana, mamá fulanita.
Ajá.
Sí, como se llamaba, pero mamá y todos mis nietos me dicen a mí mamá. No todos, pues, pero algunos. Y el que me dice abuela me cae gordo. Porque a uno lo tienen que ver con cariño, como uno sí los trata con cariño, los trató y chiquitos y luego ya cuando se sienten ya pajueludos, entonces ya tratan a uno con desprecio. No se dejen. Yo sí les digo la neta. Jairo quiere que me aborrezcan porque me tienen que tratar con cariño, no soy de su igual. Aunque esté chaparrita, pues me deben de decir abuelita.
Easy. Thank you very much, Noah, for the follow. Appreciate that. Good morning, Theo. Says aquí Desmond Montgomery. All right. Hello, beautiful family, says Rose Mendez. Thank you, Rose. Saludos a mamá, dice aquí Bruce. Right on, thanks Bruce. How you been today? All right, thank you everybody for all the gifts. Appreciate that. Buenos días, dice el Rey Ángel. Buenos días, don su Highness. Love your mom. Said thank you very much. Says Esuma. Esuma dice que te quiere mucho, mamá.
Yo también lo quiero.
All right, all right. Good morning, 505 Alex. What's for breakfast? I don't know.
Pues el pan.
We're gonna eat some bread for breakfast.
Sí, porque no alcancé a hacer los sándwiches, estaba cambiando mi cama.
So, good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday, and it is April. I forgot what the date is, but today is Saturday. And I'm Jose Reynoso, your Azteca Health Man, reminding you to get your Azteca healed now on the TikTok shop, you guys. Okay, you can still get it on Amazon online, Flip online, Walmart online, but you can now get it on the TikTok shop. Okay, it's the 26th. Thank you, Hernandez, and thank you, Simon. April, yes, it's Saturday, April the 20th, you guys. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that very much. Sometimes I forget what day we live in. You know what? We're having so much fun. Kimberly, how you doing, baby? Kimberly says, good morning, Reynoso family. Thank you, Kimberly. Aquí está Kimberly, tu Kimima.
Ay, sí, mi Kimita preciosa. A ver cuándo ya nos hacemos familia.
Sí, sí. Ok, dice aquí, vecino, ¿cómo está? Estamos muy bien. Vamos a tomarnos un cafecito aquí con mi mamá, mira. Ella es mi mamá linda y querida. Y pues nos vamos a tomar un cafecito aquí con ella.
Dice, mi mamita linda, vamos al cine y tú pagas la entrada.
¿Verdad? Yo siempre le digo a mi mamá que la voy a invitar al cine, pero que traiga su dinero porque yo no traigo para pagar la entrada. Dice, Diosito me la bendiga. Que Diosito te bendiga.
Muchas gracias. Sí me bendice.
¿Sí, ma?
Y a él también yo le mando bendiciones y de corazón.
Gracias, gracias. That's from God Clippers. También César Ávila. No, sí, César Ávila dice, Dios la bendiga. Ok. La jefita de oro, dice Chris Rivera. Gracias, Chris. ¿Qué es la jefita de oro, ma?
Muchas gracias porque me está valorando con el oro. Y pues nomás que no sé el oro ese que habla mucho del pájaro. Pero oro es oro.
Sí, oro es oro. Dice aquí, buenos días familia, ¿cómo estamos? Estamos muy bien, Tapatío 86. Gracias, Tapatío 86. Esperamos que usted también esté muy bien. I'm from India, says King Lopez. All right, well, thank you very much. Happy birthday. I'm glad you're here. Are you watching us from India, or do you live in India and you watch us from India? Ok, dice...
Le voy a cantar las mañanitas a ese muchacho.
No, pero él es de India, no.
Pues no le hace, pues le llega donde esté. Pues si él anda ahí.
Pero no sabe español, Marco. Es de la India.
Pero la letra, amigo.
Okay. My mom's gonna sing happy birthday to you, King Lopez.
Estas son las mañanitas que canta el rey David. A las personas bonitas se las cantamos aquí. Despierta, mi bien, despierta, mira que ya amaneció, ya los pajaritos cantan, la luna ya se metió. El día que tú naciste salieron todas las flores. Y en la pila del bautismo cantaron los ruiseñores. Despierta, mi bien, despierta, mira que ya amaneció, ya los pajarillos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Amén.
Wow, Mama's beautiful. Okay,
y también la de Vicente Fernández, esa es bien bonita.
That was for King Lopez. My mom sang you happy birthday. Dice, King Lopez says, Happy birthday from Reynosa. Okay, well, my name is Jose Reynoso. Reynoso is our last name, King Lopez. My mom, my
Es lo
mom,
mismo,
my mom heard me say happy birthday
más
to you,
ciudad,
so she sang
ciudad,
happy birthday to you.
Reynosa, Tamaulipas, pues, Reynosa. Es
We're from California. All right, moving on here. This Kimberly says, I have an art class early today at the library. It's painting deserts on a canvas like cupcakes. Desserts. Oh, okay. I thought you said desert. That sounds really cool. That sounds really cool, Kimberly. I'm glad that you're keeping up with your art and everything. You were telling me that one of your daughters is now doing art with you, right? That is so cool. Keep encouraging kids to do art because in schools they don't teach art anymore, like in the high schools and stuff, which is kind of sad. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. Here we go. Dice aquí. You guys are going too pretty fast. Dice, saludos desde Clovis, Nuevo México, originante de Villa Jiménez, Michoacán. Ok, nosotros también somos de...
Allí se celebra el San Nicolás de Tolentino. Yo iba allí a la fiesta.
Oh.
En María Morillón.
Wow. Kimberly says she's getting into watercolors. Yes. Oh, that's so cool. That is so super cool, Kimberly. They said that coffee looks good, but I don't drink coffee. Oh, it is really good, you guys. See, we put in this evaporated milk here, and it makes it taste way great.
Es el mejor.
Buenos y saludos, dice aquí Wayo. Thank you, Wayo. Eric says, your mama looks young. She must have had you at a young age. Wow, dice mamá.
77 años tengo de edad.
She's 77.
Ya soy bisabuela, tengo 7 bisnietos.
She's got 7 great grandkids so far, you guys. And let me see. Saludos, gracias, Eric. Thank you, Jesus, for getting the #1 gifter badge. Appreciate that very much. Thank you for the tiny dinny. Wow, thank you. Joanne Baca dice, good morning. How you been, Joanne? You been good? All right. Good morning. Says aquí Grace the Leo. Grace the Leo. All right. And good morning, jefe. Dice aquí Jesús Mariscal. Gracias. Appreciate that very much. Saludos para usted. Dice, ¿qué hubo? Vale, ¿cómo anda? Pues yo ando bien crudo, pero aquí ando. Más no le vas a decir a mi mamá porque a ella no le gusta eso, ¿verdad?
Ya, cuando yo fui a esa boda de José Saldívar, él se iba a casar con una hermana de él y el desventurado hermano de ella no le gustaba porque era pobre. Y le dijo, quiero hablar contigo y ya fuimos pues un día antes y pues ya no estuvimos ahí porque su hermano lo mató, lo convidó a, hijo, buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
Y lo mató y ya no hubo boda, el hermano de la muchacha.
Oh, it's terrible, Mom. This says, Indians so cool. Oh, cold. Oh, really? Indiana. Oh, you're from Indiana. I thought you said India earlier. I'm sorry about that. Is it snowing over there? Pat Carter says, hi. Hi, Pat. How you doing? Nice to have you here. Okay, dice aquí, la neta, qué mala vibras traes, maestro. Qué mala vibras. Bueno, pues solo tú, porque todos los demás les encanta estar aquí. Somebody saying down here on TikTok that the truth, that I have very bad vibes. Well, ni modo.
Pues ahí nos manda una carta si no nos quiere ver.
Sí, ahí dice mi mamá que nos puedes mandar una carta si no nos puedes ver. Kimberly says, hi, Eric.
What's up, Kimberly?
Don't get any ideas. Thanks, Kimberly. Eric's a funny guy. Okay, dice aquí, good morning, coach. Don't say that word, Edgar, please, because I don't like repeating negative comments, and if people, when people do that, I block them. So please try to use appropriate language. All right. Saludos desde Elizabeth City, North Carolina. All right. Shouts out to Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and especially to Joe de Lagunas. Gracias, Joe. Dice, okay, one hitter quitter. My sister says, good morning, Jose. Hey, tell her I said, what's up? Thanks, cuñado. I appreciate that very much. Very cool of you. Tony dice, buenos días, bendiciones, carnal. Thanks, Tony. I love your jokes, Tony. They're hella funny. You're the Tony that's always telling the jokes, right? That's you, right? You're, if that's you, I like your jokes, man. It's like I look forward to watch for your jokes. You put out like 3 or 4 videos a day. That's pretty cute. I like that. I like hearing jokes. Okay, Sarah. Good morning, Sarah. Theo, you go to sleep with your helmet? No, I don't sleep with my helmet. I take it off when I go to sleep. Of course, I crank my neck. But most of the time I am wearing it. Probably like 90% of the time. Good morning, sir. Gracias. Dice El Pepo. Oops, hang on. You guys are going pretty fast here. El Pepo dice, Doña, ¿usted es de Puruándiro, Michoacán?
Exactamente, sí.
Yo también, yo nací allí en Puruándiro, El Pepo. Yo nací en Puruándiro y vivíamos ahí en Janamuato. No sé si conoces allí, ¿verdad? Obviamente. Azteca Healthman, what's going on this Saturday? No work for me today. Oh, you're lucky. You should go fishing. Yesterday I was working on my truck, you guys. I don't know if some of you guys were probably watching me yesterday. And I didn't get to finish. I didn't get to finish because, well, I did finish the tune-up, but then when I started it up, the battery was dead. And I didn't have jumper cables, and so right now, my mission for this morning is going to be to go back and jumpstart my truck and to get it going. I was gonna go fishing, but I gotta make sure that my truck runs good first. I gave it a tune-up. I bought the tune-up, all the spark plugs, the wires. I bought the rotor and the rotor cap and all that. And I was able to finish, but I couldn't get it started because the battery went dead. So that's what I gotta do this morning. Hello from Michigan, and that's from Armando Felix. Thanks, Armando. All right, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate that very much, Tony. That was Tony, right? Yeah, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that very much. Dice aquí, Angel says, oh, yeah, I read that one already. Okay. Hola, Armando, gracias. Hola from Michigan. Doña, usted es de... Sí, mi mamá es de Puruándiro. Yo nací en Puruándiro también. Saludos de Pennsylvania, dice aquí Rabono. Gracias, Rabono. What's up, Big O? Dice, say hello to your mom from San Antonio. All right. Let her come back and I'll say hello to her from San Antonio. And that's from the Big O. Thanks, Big O. Ok, dice aquí el Pepo. Doña, usted... Sí, mi mamá es de Puruándiro. Yo también. Ok, Tony the Tiger. Right on, Tony the Tiger. That sounds great. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed that, but I do that all the time. When people ask me, how are you doing? I'm always saying, I'm great. And I get that from Tony the Tiger, too. When I was a little boy, I used to watch all those commercials. Plus, I used to eat those cornflakes all the time. I love that, Tony the Tiger. Thanks, Tony. Okay. Sí, el Pepo. Mi mamá es de Puruándiro. Yo también. Ezequiel dice, buenos días. Desayunando bien a gusto. Sí, aquí con un...
¿Está el Pinabarro ahí?
Sí, mamá. Aquí está, mire. Sí, nos estamos echando un cafecito aquí con un panecito, mira. Y disfrutando de la mañana. Okay, saludos de Modesto, California, amigo. Gracias. You have a nice family, amigo. Gracias. Appreciate that. Pues Dios me dio tuve la buena suerte de tener una buena familia, ya ves. Send all the Latinas to this gringo, please. All right, we got a gringo. His name, he goes by Damien. He's looking for a Latina. Okay, ladies. Where are you from? So we can tell the ladies where to go. Okay, dice aquí, Eric says, how about them tornadoes in West Texas? Oh, wow. Is there a lot of tornadoes happening over there right now? 100% America, says Rabbit. Right on, Rabbit. Well, remember, we got to keep America great. Thank you, Wilson, for sharing the live. Appreciate that very much. Victor, 59 says, good morning. Had you had charging problems before with your truck, or was something left on? Yeah, something was left on because I don't know if you were watching me yesterday, but I had the hood up, and then it has that little light on the hood, and I was there for hours. So it's and it's an old truck, you guys, and the battery doesn't look that new either. And I just got this truck, you know what I mean? So I haven't had this truck very long. I've had it for like a little bit less than a month, and I barely drive it because my brother and I we've been carpooling, so we go together to work and we take his truck. So I've barely driven mine a few times to the job site, you know, get material and stuff. Most of the times it's been parked. But I'm gonna go back and figure that out, whether it needs a new battery or whatever. I'm gonna take care of that because I need it to be running for work. Okay? Okay. And that's for Victor. Thanks, Victor. That was a good question. Dice, buenos días, bendiciones, New Jersey. And that's from Z Ferrer. Thank you, Z Ferrer. Antonio, you ever have a Mexican coffee, tequila, Kahlua, and coffee? Oh, hell yeah. I've had that many times. Back in the days when I was younger, we used to just drink the Kahlua without the coffee. And the tequila without the coffee. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks, Antonio. Deb says, yes, you're very blessed. All right. I am very blessed, you know what I mean? I still have all my family members. I still have my dad, my brothers, my sisters, my beautiful mom, and myself. So, you know, we've been very fortunate. And I thank God for that very much. Thanks, Debbie. Deb, you're single? So am I. Oh, yes. Yes. Well, maybe pretty soon, maybe me and you won't be single after all. Thank you, Deb. That was sweet. Okay. El Pepo dice, God bless you, my brother. You are a good man. Well, I don't know about all that, but I try. Okay, what type of work do you do? Okay, we're masonry people. We do masonry work. We do masonry. Thank you, Mommy. Mom made me a sandwich with all the love my mom does. So it's going to taste great. So, yes, we do masonry work. We do all the masonry work, you guys. It's a lot of fun. Okay, Damien says, Nextville, Tennessee, my good sir. All right, you guys, this gentleman over here, he's a gringo, and he says that he's looking for Latinas. Okay, so if you ladies like gringos, he's from Knoxville, Tennessee. Shout out. There should be a lot of. Is there a lot of Latinas over there in Tennessee? I don't know. I've never been there, but there should be, right? There's Latina people everywhere. All right, dice aquí. Okay, take. That makes sense. Okay, Victor, cool. Anda, credito primo. Anda, credito. ¿Qué es eso tú, the TikTok official? What does that mean? Gigi says, it was my solenoid when mine had that issue. Oh, okay, on the starter, right? Well, it was running fine. Yeah, but I did leave. You know, it the light was on for quite a while. I was there for hours and stuff, and so I'm pretty sure. It's probably just an old battery or something. I'm gonna jump it. If it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna go ahead and buy a new battery for it because I can't be fussing around with it. I don't want to get stranded in the middle of out there because we work pretty far. Or I don't want to be stranded in traffic. I don't want to be stranded hauling stuff. I don't want to be, I don't want to deal with it. Most likely, if I see the battery's no good, then I'm just gonna buy a new one. You could also take it to the AutoZone or Pep Boys or what's that other one? What's that other one called? O'Reilly's, and they do a battery test for free. Okay, they do a test battery for free to see if they holds a charge, and if it doesn't, they can sell you one right there on the spot. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, there's plenty of Latina around here. I just want you to put in a good word for me, please. All right, well I'm gonna put in a good word for you, Damien. Sounds like you're a positive man. If you're watching my show and you're liking it, that makes you very, 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 very. It's the That makes you an interesting person because not that many people like to watch me. Okay, and it seems like you're a positive man, so you definitely got my vote. It's like that. It's gonna be like that song. Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chela and Chema and have a son-in-law named Jeff. But on this one, it's gonna be a son-in-law named Damien. All right, moving on here. All right, crudito, ok, crudito, sí, sí, ando crudito, man, pobrecito de mí. Joanne says, hey, now you're mine. Oh, I got ladies fighting for me now. Ya se están peleando por mí, más las mujeres acá. Thank you, Joanne. But there's plenty
No
of
debes de
room.
pelear, eso no sirve, no.
Yeah,
El hombre a la que quiere, así puede traer una chocha y nomás va a querer una. Fíjate.
Hey, remember everybody, sharing is caring, right? Thank you, Joanne. That's sweet. Okay, Coach says, so they can't deport you at the first problem. So they can deport you at the first problem. What are you talking about, Coach? Did you see that? Did you see the video on what happened to Weiss the last time they were at my house? You haven't, huh? Okay, well, you must be new here. Just JK, laugh out loud. Okay, it says Gidi Riva. Okay, so far. Thank you, Flora. Latinas don't date gringos. They'll send you back. Yeah, Latinas date gringos. My uncle's married to a gringa. I know a few people that are married to gringas. That is not true. And I don't think that people should discriminate against any race. Uh, there's plenty of people that marry other races. Okay, and I have a couple of nieces that are half Mexican and half Laotian, and I have nephews that are half Mexican and half American, and I know a lot of friends that marry outside of their own race, which there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, people, we're here to mix. The further away you are from your family blood, the healthier the babies are. Okay, so if you're like ingrown all the time, that makes unhealthy babies. So the further you are apart, the healthier the blood gets. So that's why we shouldn't just stick to our own race. That's racist. Don't do that. Okay, dice aquí, Damon says, man, I love your attitude. Wish more people were as joyful as you. Hey, thanks, Damon. Don't worry, man. I'm gonna get you a girlfriend, homie. We are all still human. Peace and love, respect. See, what kind of woman would not want to be with a man like that? That's all about, being the joyful, positive. You know what I mean? A lot of women are stuck in their own race, with men that don't love them, mistreat them, don't appreciate them, and all that. And this gentleman here, he's trying to look for a lady that he can love, that will love him. So as far as I'm concerned, that is very positive. All right, dice aquí, is it Brick Lane? Okay, not today. Today, I'm waiting for the inspection on Monday. We're going to have the inspector out there on Monday morning. He's going to inspect our work, and then we're going to continue with it. Hangover Crudito, órale, thank you. Appreciate that. Victor says, I would replace it. Yeah, right, I would replace it. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. But I'm going to check it first. Because I also, when you guys want to see if your vehicle charges or not, what you do is you start it up. Okay, even if you have to jump it, you start up, and then once it's running, take off one of the cables. If the vehicle goes off by itself, that means that your alternator is not working. If it stays on, that means it is charging. And so, I mean, that's just a real basic way to see if your car is producing power. Okay, so if it's producing power and all that, and your battery keeps going out, that means your battery's bad. Okay, so that's a real simple way to figure out whether it's the battery or the alternator or. Okay, all right, thanks, appreciate that. I like his helmet. You do? Hey, thanks. Look, check it out. I just got this. I got this last week. Thank you so much. Armando Cheli. Amdel Cheleno. Oh, all right. Well, right on, shout outs to you. And that's from Slick Willie. All right, Slick Willie. Nick says, oh no, Brenda, thank you very much for you got the number 2 gifter badge, baby. Thank you very much. Nick Robb says, I don't even want to wear that hat when I'm working, much less at work. Okay, well, everybody has their own taste, guys. I know people that wear baseball caps all the time. See, my brother, he wears baseball caps all the time. See that? And my dad, he wears baseball caps all the time. All right? That's just everybody's preference, I don't frown upon people wearing their baseball caps inside the house. I don't frown upon them wearing it inside Walmart or fishing or whatever it is they do. I just like wearing a hard hat. That's my thing. So I don't see what the big deal is. You know what I mean? And plus, the ladies love it. Thank you, ladies, for loving it, by the way. Appreciate that. Okay. Or home. Okay, I see, Nick. Okay, why one heaven? One heaven is all we need, you guys. And it's the... Yes, why one heaven says, Tío! Good morning, sobrino. What's happening? What's cracking, homie? Ok, Francisco dice, ¿en qué trabajas? Ok, nosotros somos albañiles, somos contratistas de albañil, so hacemos todo lo que hace un albañil, concreto, bloque, tabique, y bien hecho, dice mi mamá. Pues mi papá, él fue el que nos enseñó desde jóvenes. Él ya no trabaja, pero mi papá siempre nos enseñó a hacer el trabajo bien, no a la cuachalada, y no con ganas, ¿no? Que uno va al trabajo, ay, me tengo que ir a trabajar, pobrecito de mí, nada de eso. A lo que va uno, ahí no vamos a estar de guapos. Aunque sí lo somos, ¿verdad?
Haciendo maña.
Haciendo maña. Ok, dice aquí. Why One Heaven says, at coach, you just yapping empty. Thanks, you're right. Okay, R. Flores says, that's your theory. Yeah, that's my theory. Okay, La Casa del Frenchie. What's good morning, man? It says, good morning, OG. Buenos días. Buenos días para ti y su jefita, Holmes. Okay, déjale un besito a mi jefita.
Okay.
Love you, mommy.
I love you. I love you, my friend.
Okay, dice aquí, George de Leon dice, I like white women. I like white women too. Black women, brown women, yellow women. De todas. Somebody, honestly, guys, if you men out there are prejudiced against any woman, you're not a real man. Okay? If a man says, oh, I don't like her because she's too black, you're an animal. If you say, oh, I don't like her because her skin's too light, you're a fool. If you say, oh, I don't like her because she's too short, you're a dumbass. Okay, a man should never, ever discriminate against a woman, because that's a man and a woman were meant for each other. Okay, it doesn't matter what color, what size, how tall, how thin, how fat. If you're a real man, you will learn to appreciate all women. Thank you very much. Trust me, I'm a professional. Okay. Okay. Okay, dice aquí. That is racist. Yeah, don't, please, people, please don't be racist here. We've got no time for that. Okay, appreciate that. Okay. Okay, you guys are going pretty fast. Okay, we have Sara says, I have two daughters with gringos, beautiful grandkids. See, I'm telling you. All right, that's great, Sara. Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that. And that's from Sara Sandoval. She says, I have two daughters with gringos, beautiful grandkids. You are a lucky woman. Okay, Len Oliver says, I need your attitude. Well, drink a stick of Hill. That's what I do. I drink a Hill every day. That's why I'm always active. That's why I'm always talking. That's why I'm always doing something. Okay, so if you're one of those people that are just sitting on the couch watching videos, or you're a man and you want to talk to a girl and you're just on the couch watching videos, and you're embarrassed, drink some Mazteca Hill. This will give you more energy to get off that couch and to go to talk to that girl. You go do something, okay? Trust me, I'm a professional. Okay, wash them hands to eat. Don't worry about that. All right. Dice aquí La Casa del Frenchie at Nick Red 20. Ninja, you in TikTok where people make up characters. Chill. Yeah, chill. Okay, Len Oliver, your work sounds like fun. I want to do that. It's very hard work though, Len. It's not easy. It's not for the weak people. See, look at this. See my fingernail? I smash my fingernails all the time. Okay, see this cut I did? I cut this the other day all the way to the bone. Okay, I was bleeding forever. I have cuts everywhere. I bang myself all the time. Okay, sometimes you get cement in your eyes. The material's very heavy. And then you get viewers here. Oh my God, you're too slow. Woo, 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 woo. So I mean, I do my videos not to show people, or just to entertain people, not to this or that. Anyways, la, 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 la. Okay, Antonio dice, let's go ride the bus. Let's go. Slick Willie dice, were you Chelelo in the Antonio Aguilar movie? Chelelo. Chelelo's a cool character. I like that. Chelelo is he's very funny. He's very funny. Saludos to mom. Aquí te mando a saludar Sara Sandoval. Dice que te salude.
Muchas gracias, yo también le regreso mi saludo y pues que se cuide mucho, porque ya ahorita que va a salir el frío, se viene la otra enfermedad, que muchas gripas cuando entran las aguas y también cuando salen.
All right. El Disney Dad. Hey, Disney Dad, what's happening? Buenos dias. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate that. Victor said, low test on the battery. Oh, yeah, low test on the battery. And like I was telling you, when you're not sure, you can always take your battery to AutoZone or O'Reilly's and stuff, and they'll do it for free. They'll see if it holds a charge, if it's holding enough of a charge, and stuff like that. So, yes, thank you. Thank you, Victor. Antonio dice, could you have battery alternator checked at the parts store tester? Yes. If you can drive your vehicle to the AutoZone, they'll bring out a little machine and they'll put it on there while your car's running, and they'll see that if it's producing power, and they can also check your battery right there to see if it holds power, if it's taking a charge or not. So if it's the battery, you can buy one right there on the spot. If it's the alternator, you can buy an alternator right there on the spot. Okay. Hola, embudo, dice aquí Myran. Ya ves, ma, lo que hiciste, ma, ya la gente me dice que embudo, ma.
Embudo no tiene fin, ¿no?
Oh, thanks, Myron. All right, moving on. Buenos dias, familia. That's from Man from Uncle. Thanks, Man from Uncle. Looks good on you, tío. Dice aquí J. Hernandez. Thanks, appreciate that. Okay, Joanne says, see you on your next live. Going back to sleep. It's raining and cold, so good sleeping weather. All right, you want me to sing you a little lullaby, baby, so you can go back to sleep? Rock my baby on the treetop. If the wind blows, the cradle will rock. Okay, good sleeping, Joanne. Thank you, baby. Dice, ¿cómo se llama embudo? Oh, pues yo me llamo José Reynoso, and I'm your Azteca Health Man, all right? Remember to buy your Azteca Heal on the TikTok shop now, Walmart online, Amazon online, and Flip, all right? And that's Mr. Embudo to you. Okay, that's funny. Leon Oliver, thank you for the follow, appreciate that.
Dile, mi apellido es Grafonola.
Y mi apellido Grafonola. Me llamo Embudo y mi apellido Grafonola.
Yeah.
Pues la feo, man.
¿Eh? No, eso no es feo. Tú ni las conoces, las Grafonolas. ¿Edad que?
¿Cómo, papá?
No, mi mamá te puede decir, no, todos te pueden decir.
Pues todos, mi mamá me empezó a decir, pa, y ahorita ya, y acá mi chico ya me dicen que el embudo y que el...
¿Sabes de nuevo Grafonola, man?
Does anybody know what Grafonola means? Does anybody know?
Porque es cómico y canta, pues ya le puse la Grafonola también. Eran unas cosas que les ponían discos y les daban crán y estaban tocando bien bonito.
Ay, pero no les digas lo que quiero saber si ellos saben, man.
Oh, ya, pues que digan la voz de Michoacán.
Okay. Gracias, Mamá Fina. Dice aquí el caso de la Frenchie. All right. Thank you for the follow. El
Algunas
anónimo.
veces sí conocieron las Grafonolas, ¿no?
Anónimo.
Iban de acá de Estados Unidos, las Grafonolas.
Hey, Paco, what's happening? How you doing, Paco? This is my beautiful mom right here. Paco's on the vaults watching us over here on Facebook. We went to school with Paco since we were little kids. With him.
Ya le puse la Grafonola porque canta, por eso. Pues sí. Y nadie las conoce, nomás yo. Tocaban unos discos grandotes así.
Anyway, I went to school with Paco when we were kids. We used to go to summer school together and all that.
Paco Sandoval?
Yeah, Paco Sandoval, you know him, right? Hey, Paco, here's my brother Eric.
What's up, Paco? You still got the Impala? You got some badass Impalas.
Martin painted a lot of those cars.
You have a nice car.
Yeah, my brother painted a lot of you guys' cars, right, Paco? My brother Martin. Yeah, you guys, Paco and I and Eric and Oliva and his Paco's sisters and his brother, we all went to school together when we were young. Saludos para ti, joven. I'm glad you're here. All right, bro is always ready to work. That's right. I'm always ready to work. I'm also always ready to go out with the ladies. Thank you, ladies, by the way. See, Paco says, yes, sir. Yeah, you know what? It's the Paco's got a lot of Firme rides, different Impalas and stuff like that. And my brother Martin, he painted a few of them for him back in the days. I don't know if he's painted any of you guys' cars. And also, he used to paint your nephew's lowrider bikes and all that, right? Okay, you guys, moving on. Dice aquí el anónimo. Dice, ¿cómo estás, embudo? No, abuelo. Abuelo. Ok, pues salúdame a tu abuelita ahí porque ser más abuelo. Okay, you guys are going pretty fast. Now, let me see. Hang on. Ya van muy rápido aquí, ya no puedo alcanzarlos.
De todos modos es tío abuelo, porque ya tengo yo 7 bisnietos y él es, mi hijo es tío de los niños. Viene a ser su tío abuelo de ellos. Yo tenía una tía abuela que se llamaba Pepa y era bien buena conmigo.
Okay, Paco says, y sí, saludos a la familia. Gracias, Paco. Appreciate that, homie. Long time no see, right? Right on, homie. One of these days, let's get together and bring some chelas or something, homie. Okay, you guys, moving on here. Moving on. Okay, aquí está tu hijo. Oh, ya me salió un hijo acá. ¿Sí te pareces a mí? ¿Estás bigotón? Porque si no tienes bigote, no te la creo, güey. All right. Evelyn says, good morning to you and mama. Oh, thank you, Evelyn. Appreciate that, baby. Okay, Chief says, morning. See you under the hood on the other day. Oh, yeah, you saw that? That was yesterday. I was trying to give my truck a tune-up, you guys. I took it to the AutoZone, and they did one of those, they plug in the little machine thing, and it was telling me that it was doing a misfire. One of the pistons was out. So I bought all the wires, the spark plugs, and rotor caps to give it a tune-up. And that's what I was doing yesterday. I didn't finish because the battery went dead. So I stopped. It was already kind of late. I didn't want to be out there with flashlights, even though I got one right here. See, I always carry this one. I always carry this one because when I need a flashlight, I'm always looking for one. So I always carry one right here. Okay. So after I leave here right now, I'm gonna go back and continue working on my truck. Are you from Santa Rosa? Yes, we're here in Santa Rosa. Yo, we're here in Santa Rosa. You speak very good English. Well, I would think so. I've been raised here in the United States all my life. I went to school here from kindergarten to high school. I went to college a couple of years. So, I mean, if I don't speak English, then what's really going on with this education system, right? Thank you very much. Mary said, hello, good morning to you, mama. Mami, aquí te mando a saludar, Mary, ma.
Good morning y buenos días en español. Espero que estén muy bien.
She says thank you, Mary.
Y thank you.
Okay, Leticia, muchas gracias for the follow. Appreciate it. Where are we from? We're originally from Michoacán, yo, but we live in California.
Leti.
¿Lete? Ok, Leticia. Dice mi mamá que ella te va a decir Lete de cariño, ¿ok? Y yo también. All right. Chicano V says, much love from Austin, Texas. Hey, somebody yesterday was saying that Mexicans from Texas are better than Mexicans in California. What's up with that? I mean, a Mexican's a Mexican, right? I think that once people start saying that kind of stuff, it's starting to get political. All right, it's kind of the same thing as like America. You know, the southern states, they don't like the northern states because of the Civil War and all that stuff. And that stuff happened many years ago. So I don't agree with that. Okay, if anybody says that's better than somebody else, they're full of it, as far as I'm concerned. Much love from Austin, Texas. Thank you very much, Chicano V. La Casa del Frenchie says, dile unos... Dice el Frenchie de la Casa del Frenchie, dele unos jalones de orejas, mamá fina. ¡Oh! ¡Hey! Madre, pero no estoy haciendo nada.
Pero no se jalan así porque se revientan los oídos. Cuando quieran darle disciplina a un niño, peguen las nachas allí. Allí duele y no molesta. Porque no es bueno pegarles en la cabeza, ni en la espalda, ni en el estómago tampoco.
Okay, that's very good. My mom says that when you have to discipline a child, she says never, ever hit them on the face, on the head, never pull their ears, never hit them in the stomach. My mom says the proper way to discipline a child is to spank them on their behind, because there's plenty of cushioning there, and they're gonna feel it.
Las nalguitas allí.
And the nalguitas on the butt. But she says that it's gonna hurt them and stuff. It's gonna teach them a lesson, but it's not gonna damage them. So, but if you hit a child on the stomachs, a lot of things could go wrong there. If you hit him on the face or on the head, they could have some kind of brain, problems and stuff like that.
Y muchas madres les pegan con esto a los niños y por eso también se les hacen retardados porque les pegan en la cabeza.
Yes, my mom says that some women or men, they beat up their children, they hit them on the head, and so that's why they get mental problems and stuff, you guys. So don't do it. My mom's a professional; she knows. Okay. Moving on here. Okay, Casa del Frenchy. Ya, por favor, no le digas a mi mamá eso porque luego voy a andar sin orejas. Okay, Eric, is that your dad? Yes, that's my dad right there. Look, check it out. My dad just listens. He doesn't like to do all this blah 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 stuff. Okay, he just listens to us. Once in a while, he'll tell he'll participate, but most of the time, no. My mom loves it though. Me and her, we like talking to people. I get that from my mom.
Yo soy muy sociable. A mí me gusta saludar a toda la gente.
Yeah, me too.
Sí, no, yo soy sociable. Desde chica yo platicaba con la gente y me gustaba saludar a todo el mundo.
A mí también. I like talking to everybody.
Que hay que porque el fulano o la fulana tienen dinero, eso me valía a mí nada. Yo nunca me da envidia del que tenga. De veras, no.
That's good, Mom. And I get that from my mom, you guys. Me and my mom, we like talking to people. We like socializing. I like socializing with the ladies. That's my favorite.
Y no me gusta que porque tenga dinero que yo no le hablo. No, yo sí le saludo. Y al cabo, con que me diga buenos días, no se le va a caer la cartera del dinero y ni le pido a las que tienen fachosas y que andan ahí. De todos modos, yo me las cobijaba con sus novios, me querían.
Ok, dice aquí Manny, tu esposa, ella es mi mamá. Saúl dice, buenos días, mayordomo. ¿Mayordomo? No, yo no soy el mayordomo, yo soy el patrón. All right.
Yo tenía un sobrino en Sonoma que era el mayordomo.
Ray says.
En un rancho que se llama San Giacomo y nadie lo quería porque era el mayordomo.
Pues de envidia nomás. Era bien chingón mi primo, él era bien inteligente mi primo.
Sí. Y cuando había ofertas de ropa, no compraba un pantalón, compraba cerros y del mismo color. Y yo también así soy, cuando veo algo que está cheap en las tiendas o clearance, pues no me compro uno, me compro 2, 3.
Okay.
Porque digo, cuando vuelvo ya. Y
Ray,
cuando voy al arrozo, ahí me encanta.
Ray says, where's the cart for the Azteca? The cart? The cart. I don't know what you're talking about, but you can get your Azteca heel at the TikTok shop now, you guys. All right. So if you guys like my show and you want to support me, want to help me out, that's the best way to do it, is to get your Azteca heel on the TikTok shop, Amazon online, Flip online, or Walmart online. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, dice aquí Letty. Letty dice, where are you all from? Okay, Letty, we were originally from Michoacan. But my dad brought us here as children, so we've been raised here in California, in Santa Rosa to be exact. Thank you, Letty. Victor says, no, ¿cómo chingados que no? Okay.
Más de lo que está.
Gilbert says, saludos desde San Antonio, Texas. Que pasen bendito sábado. Gracias, and that's from Gilbert. Gilbert Peña. Gracias, Gilbert. Appreciate that very much, homie. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday yourself. Capulina, dice aquí somebody.
Oh, yo miraba las películas de Viruta y Capulina. Cuando estaba en México.
Wow, mom. Okay, dice aquí Chicano Vices. Much respect from Austin, Texas. All right, vato. You receive that respect right back from California.
También, los polivoces.
DPS, dice Don Ramon. Órale, vato. Mexican Americans, I like to wake up. Oh, it goes like this. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it. real slow. That's the one, right? All right, thanks, man. Capulina, okay, Capulina otra vez. Hello from South Texas, and that's from Leticia Car- Cardosa. Gracias, Leti, appreciate that, baby. You're gonna be my favorite, Leticia, from Texas, all of Texas. Crack Kills, hey, where you been, man? Crack Kills says, go buy a stick of health on Amazon and other retailers. Thanks, Crack Kills. How you been? I think it's been a minute since I've talked to you. I'm glad you're back. Thank you very much. All right, dice aquí. You guys are going pretty fast, you guys. Holy moly, there's so many. Man, it's really hard to catch up to you guys. Yeah. Let's go fishing. I'd love to go fish. I've got to go fix my truck though, you guys. All right, here we are. Dice traquis, abuelo. What does traquis mean? What does traquis mean? ¿Qué quiere decir traquis? San Antonio's in the house, says Big O. Órale, San Antonio. That's from the Big O. Thanks, Big O. Alice Romero says, ¿y usted no tiene hijos, señora embudo? No, no tengo hijos yo. Por eso ando buscando una dama para tener varios, hasta cuatres, triplets.
Es el único que no ha tenido ni un hijo.
Yeah, all my other brothers and sisters, they have a shitload of kids, but I don't. Okay, dice aquí, George says, un saludo para la Pantera. Pantera es tu fan. Sí, órale, la Pantera, gracias por ser mi fan. Yo también soy fan tuyo.
Yo miraba las películas de la Pantera Rosa. Me gustaba mucho la changa, esa Pantera. No eran películas, miraban las caricaturas de la Pantera Rosa. Muy bonita.
Oh, mam.
Historias de la Pantera, pues.
Okay, what time you go to work? Today I'm not working. Today I usually go to work like I leave here like around 8 o'clock. And honestly, you guys, before I started doing this live streaming and stuff, I would be at my job site at 7 or at 6:30. But I do live streaming every day with my mom now, so we're here until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. We start live streaming like around 6:30, and then I'll be here until like 8 o'clock sometimes. But it's not, and it's because doing this is more important to me than being up early at the website. Okay, all right. Okay, you guys, hang on. Okay, dice aquí Virgo. Saludos desde West Texas oil fields. All right. Hey, if you guys have so much oil and stuff over there in Texas, is gas cheap for you guys? Because over here, it's bien caro. It's like 5 something right now. Lan Oliver says, how long you did masonry? Did you need a apprentice? Okay, that's a very good question, Lan Oliver. I've been doing masonry work for over 30 years now. My father, he's a master mason. Okay, so when we were young, my dad would take us to work, you know, in the weekends, or like if we got suspended from school or something, he would take us to work. During the summertime, he would take us to work. And so by the time we graduated from high school, we were already more skilled than you know, your regular journeyman mason. So that's how we got started. My dad's a master mason, and he worked, you know, doing that forever. His dad was a mason also, so it's been passed down through us, to us. So I've been doing it for like over 30 years myself. Okay, so you know, we specialize in stone masonry. You know, but that's our specialty. See that? That's why I'm always wearing this logo right here. See that? That logo right there, you guys, believe it or not, but that person right there, that's a silhouette of me. When I was young, about 25 years ago, one of my clients came up with the idea. I was looking for a logo for a company, And my one of my clients I was working for at the same time, he was into all computer stuff. In those days, it was high tech stuff. He would do commercials and stuff, right? And he had an idea. He told me, "Hey, Jose, I have an idea for your logo." And then he started telling me about it. He's why don't we do a silhouette of you working? And I'm like, well, how does that work? Because I was trying to draw, I was trying to draw a some kind of logo. And then he came up with the idea. He's all like, why don't we do this? Look, bring a boulder to my office, and I'll set up everything, and I'm gonna take a movie of you. And I'm like, all right, that sounds good. So then that's what I did. I brought a big boulder. See, I'm working on a boulder right there. See that? Okay, I got a chisel in my hand, and then I got my sledgehammer on the other one. And so he put me on top of this table, on a big table like this. He put a green screen behind me, and then he said, "Okay, Jose, just go at it. Just like you're doing it, like you're just working." Because I was doing a lot of stone work for him at his house. And so I'm like, okay. So that's what I did. I grabbed my chisel and I started going, bam, 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 and then he froze it right there, and that's how you get that silhouette of me. That person is me. See, you can even see the hair and all that. You can see my mustache if you really look at it. And that's the logo I always use on all my on my pages. If you look at that little logo, that's me. Okay. So I've been doing this for over 30 years now. Thank you very much. Let's go fishing. Dice aquí Toro Rojo. I wish I could, but I gotta go fix my truck. Dorsanma dice, no Mexicans in California are different. Wow. Okay, I could probably see why, but if we're all Mexicans, let's not say that we're better than others, you guys. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that. Either we're Mexican or we're not. We're not better Mexicans or worse Mexicans. That doesn't make sense to me. All right. Dice, saludos primo, gracias J. Junior Gambino. Okay. I'm in Texas, and I've been to California, and they talk different, act different. Okay, well, that doesn't mean they're better or worse. Okay, you guys, so keep that in mind. Thank you very much. Edwin, thank you very much for the shares. Appreciate that. Okay, you guys, I got a lot of messages here that I can't keep up with. Gracias, mama, por embudo. All right, moving on. Hello from Mission. Hello, Theo. My opinion is that Mexicans are more in tune with Mexico than us Chicanos in California. Okay. Mexican is a hard word for you to fit in. Okay. A ver, más ponmelo aquí. Ay, ma. Okay. Glad you have your parents around and you still spend time with them, OG. Thanks, AV377. Well, I used to not spend so much time with my parents before, but now I love it. You know what I mean? I don't know how long I'm going to have them, or they're going to have me, or whatever. And spending this little bit of time with them every morning helps me a lot. Plus, my mom, she blesses me and she prays for me and stuff, so that makes me feel even better. It's good to be humble. Thank you, Sara.
Sarita.
Sarita dice mi mamá. Habla español, güey. Ok, a este pendejo lo voy a mute. No me gusta estar hablando con gente.
Dile que te hablan su nombre.
Es que no me gusta que la gente que me dice güey, porque es gente baja y mejor que no hablen nada. Calladitos se oyen mejor.
Es que yo creo que ya sabe algo de su lado.
Es que yo creo que le están saliendo cuernos aquí. Oak Cliff in the house, Dallas, Texas. Thank you, Jose. Angel, morning. How you doing, Angel? Good morning to you, baby. What do you do for work? I'm a masonry contractor.
Yeah.
California Chicano, ese. Órale, double S, double G. Double G. Thanks, double G. Did you finish the truck tune-up? Yeah, I did finish it, but my battery went dead, so I gotta go figure that out right now. Monico el Mexicano, hey, what's up, G? How you doing, Monico? Okay, you guys, check it out. We got Monico el Mexicano over here on Facebook. I went to school with Tabato when we were kids también. I went to school with him and his other brother, not with and his sister. So when we were young, we used to go to summer school together, and that's how I met him. That's how I met a lot of the Mexicanos back in the days through summer school, you guys, because all of us we were all spread out throughout the Sonoma County. There wasn't that many Mexicanos in the schools that we went to. So it's the one of the ways that we were able to meet other Mexicanos back in those days because there wasn't barely any around. Mexicans that were around, they were working. There wasn't that many kids in school that were Mexican. Not like right now. Right now, every school you go to is full of Mexicanos. And so that's how I met Monica and Mexicano over there in summer schools. We went to summer school every year together. You know, and so that's how I met him and his brother and his sister. Right on, Monico. It's good to have you, homie. Monico dice, today is the Apple Blossom Parade. Oh yeah, where's it at in Sebastopol? All right, Rachel says I'm back. Thank you, Rachel. Trancas. Hey, what does trancas mean, you guys? People keep saying that. Trancas, trancas, trancas. I don't know what that means. Tranquilo? Is that what it means? Okay, Monico says that's right. Okay. Monico says that today there's a Blossoms Parade downtown Sebastopol, you guys. So for those of you that like parades and like apples and stuff, today Monico says that there's going to be a Blossom Parade in Sebastopol, California. And that's right up the street from where I am. I'm going to be working on my truck, Monico, but if you go put up some videos, share with us, all right? Right on, G. Love your last name. Really? Reynoso? Reynoso is my last name for those of you that were wondering. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate that. Maybe one day you could be Angel. Are you a girl? If you're a girl, you could be Angel Reynoso. If you're a boy, good luck. Okay. Tranquis. Okay. Saludos desde Denver, Colorado. And that's from Hugo Perez. Gracias, Hugo. Chris says, y'all look so awesome. So awesome and cool and amazing and beautiful and cool and amazing and nice and cuts cute. Hey, thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. That's very cool, man. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Okay, Hugo dice saludos desde Denver, Colorado. Thanks, Hugo. Dice, apúrele a casarte. Pues consígueme a tu tía o tu hermana y de volada se hace la machaca, homie. Órale, I got 6. You got 6? Wow, that's great. Saludos desde Denver, Colorado. Thanks, Hugo. What's up, Oak Cliff in the house, Dallas, Texas. Órale, and that's from Jose Mireles. Thank you, Jose. Good morning, suegra. Madre, aquí te tengo ya otra nuerita más.
Ay, sí, a ver.
Se llama Bom Bom. Dice, good morning, suegra. Y te mandó flores y todo, ma.
Gracias, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. That's cute. I got 6 kids, says Love Claribel. Love Claribel. All right. Hey, thanks for all the likes over here on Facebook. Appreciate that very much, you guys. All right, dice aquí Hugo. Saludos desde Denver, Colorado. All right. Lily! How you doing, baby? Lily Gordillo says, Hola, vale, saludos y besos a mi madrecita chula. Dios los bendiga. Ya ves, no, ya te agarré otra nuerita.
Muchas gracias de todo corazón.
My mom loves all her nueras that I get her. Good morning. Aquí está otra madre. Dice, good morning, suegra. Y esta también te puso un chingo de rositas, hay unas manitas ahí que dice que God loves you.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias.
Who said good morning,
suegra? Un ramo de flores que corté por la mañana. Pruebas de amor de este corazón que te ama.
One of a kind says, who said good morning, suegra? A lot of women are saying hello, suegra, to my mom this morning. Moses says, Moses is George says hi. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hi. Gas is 260 in Georgia. 260. Wow. Here in California, we're paying like five something, almost $6 a gallon. Okay, so if you guys are paying 260, you are very lucky. Annette, Annette says gas is 276 in Dallas, Texas. What? Well, that's half of what we're paying here, you guys, because it's almost $6 a gallon right now in California. You guys are very lucky. Moses dice, ¿qué onda? Buenos días. Okay, you guys, I got way too many comments. I'm not gonna be able to catch up. I used to install Precastone. Oh, okay. We still do that also. Precastone is, pavers and all that's very similar. Precastone walls, all that stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I lost my dad. What? I lost my dad this past December. He would have been 57 in March. I'm sorry to hear that. CDT. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Your dad's in a better place right now. He's up in heaven watching you right now, taking care, So, don't worry. Just keep his memory alive. You work today, Jefe? No, not today. I gotta go fix my truck. Buenos días. Okay, dice aquí 450 in Salinas, and that's from Nintendo. Hey, what's up, Nintendo? Good morning to you. Okay, saludos from Houston, and that's from Luis Gutierrez. Thanks, Luis. Órale, dice Robert Garillo. Don Ramon, buenos días. Where's your wife? I'm not married. Are you married? No, I'm not married, and I don't have any kids, you guys. Remember that, okay? So, I'm single and ready to mingle. La Casa del French dice, trancas es un dicho de una song, bro, que anda de moda ahorita. Okay, okay. Pues yo casi la mera verdad, la música esa moderna, narco corridos y todo eso, yo I don't listen to that. I listen to old school, freestyle, oldies, rock and roll, rancheras y eso sí. Pero la música moderna y eso, los narco corridos
y
y todo
menos
eso,
los de los ratos, por eso salieron de...
I don't listen to none of that.
Puras malas palabras escuchaban ahí.
The panel Paddington hat. Did you like that? That looked nice, right? Are you married? No, I'm not married. Buenos días y mucho respeto para usted y su mamá. And that's from user 100 million. Thank you. Hey, baby. Dice Oyo Richie. Oh, how you doing, mama? Nice to have you here. Hola, buenos días. Es el cookies. Hey, watch out for the cookie monster ese. What's up, vato? Dice aquí Roberto Cardillo. Pues aquí nomás irá comiendo café y mi pan. ¿Eres de Denver, Colorado? No, somos de California. Gabriel, why you mute me yesterday? I was just translating. Oh, I'm sorry about that. You know what? Sometimes I mute people accidentally. So, because it's really hard to control this. There's a lot of people. And sometimes I mute people accidentally. That's why most of the time, if I mute you and you know you haven't done anything wrong, it's a simple mistake. I apologize. It's because a lot of people come on here and they start hating on me, so I'll mute them right away. And sometimes I mute the wrong person, so I'm sorry about that. ¿Qué pasa from New York? That's from Double G. Saludos from California, homie. Saludos desde Texas, Aston, Texas, and that's from Omotro. Gracias. No, Santa Rosa, California. Yeah, Santa Rosa, California is where I'm at. Texas, it's $1.99 for gas. Holy moly, I'm moving to Texas. No way, right? $2.99 in New York, says Double G. That's still very cheap. $1.99. Wow. $2.47 for gas in Waco. And that's Waco, Texas, right? Okay, you guys are going very fast here. I'm at the gas station right now. How much is it there right now? Good morning from Apple Valley, California. All right, that sounds delicious. Okay, my friend Monica over here, since you're in Apple Valley, my friend Monica over here on Facebook says that there's a Apple Blossom Parade down Sebastopol right now in Sebastopol, California. If you guys are interested, okay, go check it out. I want to go to California real bad. Well, come over here. 203 in South Texas. That's very cheap. You guys are lucky. Everything is better in Texas. I don't know about all that. Saludos desde Austin, Texas. Thank you. I used to fill my little Honda with $30.
That's very efficient. And that's like saludos desde Austin, Texas. Gracias, Omotro. Dice definitely going to different states when I'm old. Yeah, travel the world, man. California love tú sabes. Hell yeah, California love is the best. Ok, Alice dice saludos para usted y su hermosa madre. Oh, hermano, ya te mandaron tu saludo. Thank you, Alice, Alicia. Okay, yo, daddy says oldies, Simone, Simone. Oldies are the best, right? Okay, I missed one. Dice aquí. Okay, Victor. Mijo, déjeme entrar live. ¿Sí? ¿Quieres entrar live? Ok, te voy a dar una chance. A ver, mándame un request y ahorita te lo acepto. Ok. Chicana Vibes, how you doing, baby? You're my favorite cook. Apart from being so pretty, you're hell funny, and your cooking looks delicious. Tell your husband I'm very jealous. And I'm proud of him for finding a beautiful woman like you. That's awesome. Saludos desde Austin, Texas. Salúdame a tu mamá. Deja saludarte. La madre te manda a saludar Omotro. What's up, brother? Dice aquí Pacheco Felipe. Aquí nomás. Kicking it, homie. Am I married? No, I am not married. I'm not married. I don't have no kids. So, you know, if you guys have a tia, a sister, you want me to be your cuñado or your tío, I'm all for it. Bro, is she married? Who? Who's married? Why is she married? Who are you talking about, you guys? Oh yeah, I gotta go, you guys. It's time for me to go. I'm gonna go. Thank you very much. I wanna be cool in books. That's great. Stay in school and be cool in books. All right, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not able to. I wasn't able to catch up. Saludos Azteca, tío Azteca. Hoy no chambeo. No tengo que. No chambeo. No chambeas hoy. Descansa bien entonces, ¿ok? Tell your mom buenos días. Madre Chicana Vibe te dice que buenos días. Ella
Muy buenos días. Le digo en inglés también very good morning.
Very good morning. Oh, thank you, mommy. All right, you guys. I'm sorry. I've had enough fun, but I gotta go. I'm so sorry, but I hope you all have a great day. My mom's gonna say a little prayer for us here, real quick. For those of you that need a prayer, if you're sick, you have somebody that's sick in your family, or for yourselves. Okay. So here we go. A ver si nos das aquí una oración, madre, o una bendición aquí para la gente que te esté mirando. Si puedes, por favor.
Les voy a rezar la oración de la comunión espiritual.
Here we go.
La bendición de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo y de Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Comunión espiritual. Creo, Jesús mío, que estés realmente presente en el Santísimo Sacramento del altar. Te amo sobre todas las cosas y deseo recibirte dentro de mi alma, pero viendo que no puedo comulgar, por lo menos ven espiritualmente a mi corazón. Amén. Bendición de Dios Padre, Dios Hijo y Espíritu Santo. Dios me los bendiga, y ahorita yo voy a escuchar la Santa Misa y voy a pedir por ustedes y por mí también, porque yo no soy santa, soy faltosa también y soy también pecadora, pues, ¿verdad? Pero trato, pero como ya estoy tan viejilla, pues se me olvida a veces y se me sale una palabra por ahí maldada, y si los he ofendido, quiero que me perdonen. Si no se les hace mucha molestia. Pero yo los amo, y al que me ofenda, pues también rezo por él. Y rezo las hostias sagradas diario. Y aunque yo ande por ahí afuera en la yarda, pido por ellos que se arrepientan de lo que tengan que deberle a nuestro Señor. De mi parte, no tomo en cuenta esas cosas de que me ofendan.
Wow, Mom.
Si doy motivo.
Ah, es que hay mucha gente allá en el mundo, madre, que no andan contentos ni con ellos mismos.
Pues sí, es cierto.
Se enojan, miran al espejo y andan todos enojados. Like, se van,
Pero por
no sé.
más enojados que anden y tristes, les aconsejo que no se quiten la vida porque Judas, si se hubiera arrepentido, nuestro Señor nos ama a todos y lo había perdonado cuantas veces uno se arrepienta, pero si no se arrepienten, se van allá a la quinta, siete y paila.
That's funny. Okay, over here, see, cop, is it cop? Is that what it says? Says that, no offense, but I could listen to Mama all day, even though I don't understand a word. That's funny. Thank you so much. That's very
Diles en
kind.
inglés, ma. Diles en inglés. Ahora diles en inglés. A tu mira.
Que le diga que
Un mensaje en inglés.
pues, no oigo el profesor.
Okay.
Un buen día en inglés.
Alicia Romero dice, qué linda y hermosa es usted, señora. Gracias por sus oraciones. Dios la cuide siempre. Y that's it.
Amén. Y yo pido por ustedes que Dios los bendiga. Y siempre que salgan, díganle a la Virgen, Madre mía de Guadalupe, por tus 4 apariciones, antes de 40 días remedia mis aflicciones. Y yo le tengo mucha fe, porque yo tenía un nietito que tenía autismo y ahora va a estudiar para licenciado porque la Virgen me lo alivió. Y ella intercede por nosotros, porque ella les dijo en la boda, hagan lo que él les diga, y dijo, madre, no es mi día, pero ella ordenó que el agua de los cántaros se hizo el mejor vino.
Good morning. How's it going? How did the truck spark plugs come out? They came out. One of them was real bad. The other ones were, just used. But I was able to finish, but I wasn't able to start the truck because the battery went dead. That's why I gotta leave right now. I'm gonna go work on it right now. If you guys want to watch me work on it live, you're welcome to check it out. I'll put on some music there for you guys, and I'll try to tell you a few jokes, and you guys can. Yesterday, there was a lot of helpful people. When I do live videos like that, I'm working on stuff. A lot of people give me good pointers. Some of the stuff I know already, and there's a few stuff here and there that that helps out big time. So I appreciate that very much. All right, you guys, I'm so sorry. Hey, I love your mom's stories. Thank you so much. Do you speak Spanish? Sí, yo soy mexicano, nacido en Michoacán. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate that. Empty a sticker bottle every video. What are you talking about? Look, it's full, man. Look at that. You're not paying attention. That's why. See, if you're not paying attention and you're just talking without paying attention, then there's something wrong with you. I never have. Look, see, I always have a stick of heel bottles. Look, I always have them. See that? And they're not empty, as you can see. I always have extra bottles because I give free samples away. So if you want a free sample and you see me around town, just holler. I'd be happy to give you one. And it's not going to be an empty bottle. Thank you very much. Arriba, Michoacán. Órale, vatos locos. Okay, you guys, I got to go. Thank you very much. Thank you over here on Facebook. Have a great day. Thank you very much on Instagram. See ya. Have a great day, YouTube. Thank you.